Time now for the NTV Sports Desk.
Vengeance, well, it can sometimes fuel you for the better. You can get beat in coverage, and you might wind up coming up with a big defensive stop the very next play. You lose a championship game, you might just come back and win the title the next year. As for Aurora, they were hoping for the latter. The Huskies back in the Class B state championship game, taking on undefeated Bennington, the top seed. The Badgers wasting no time on their opening drive. Dylan Mostek sneaks to the outside. He is off to the races. House call is going to be a 57-yarder. Not a bad start for the Badgers. They find themselves up 7-0 early. Aurora looking to get on the board, but Drew Knuth's pass, it's intercepted on the goal line by Mitchell Anderson. He's going to return this one 22 yards to kill all of the Huskies' momentum early. That interception going to turn into 7 points when Mostek takes off again. He breaks one tackle, then sprints through a trio of Huskies on his way to the end zone. 89 yards this time, as it's now 14-0 in favor of Bennington. Aurora turned into their star tailback to lead the offense, Carlos Collazo. He's going to run this one up the gut, a big 24-yard gain to look to try and spark something for Aurora. They look to him again in the red zone, fighting for those 3 yards as it stays a 2-score game after that tutty. The Huskies hoping to build on that, but the fake pass from Collazo back fires as he's stripped of the ball, and the fumble is recovered by Bennington. The Badgers just diving everywhere for this one. They capitalize once more on the turnover. Trey Bird sends it over the middle to Caden Blum, who has his man beat and takes it the distance, 65 yards. Bennington, they're up 35-7 at the half. They go on to win this one comfortably by a final of 42-14.
I thought we played hard. I went in at halftime, and that was the message. You know, you can really do two things. You know, we can either get ready for the winter season, or we can come out and we can do everything we can to send these seniors out in a positive way. And I thought that's what they did. They came out and they played as hard as they could to the very end. We got beat by a really good team that just made more plays than us.
Number 12, Tyler.
Well, we've got a battle of unbeatens going on in Class D2 between Kennesaw and Sand Hills Thedford. Tyson Denker showing his speed right out of the gates for Kennesaw, turns the corner, and he is gone. 47 yards up the left sideline for the touchdown. The Blue Devils strike first. They lead 8-0. The Knights, though, they're responding in a big way. Reese Zatavern sprints through a wide open hole, and no one is going to catch this young fella. 54 yards to the house to knot this one up, 8 apiece for both teams. But Dankert, he's just a straight-up beast. He's going to break free to start the second quarter with another long touchdown run, 50 yards on the nose. As Kennesaw, they jump out to a 24-8 lead. He's not only a menace on offense, but Dankert also getting it done on D. He says, "I'll take that ball, thank you very much," steals it right out of the hands of Trey Hickman and returns this one into Knights territory to set up the Blue Devils once more. And it's Dankert getting his number called once again, punching it in from a couple yards out. Blue Devils, they led at that point by 22, but Sand Hills Thedford, no slouch. Zatavern pops off of the pack and finds his way to the end zone, makes it a one-possession game at the half. He'd score 2 more in the third to help give the Knights the lead. Now down the stretch, Kennesaw, they just never stop fighting. Dankert barrels through the defense for his 6th touchdown of the game. And the defense coming up with a crucial stop on 4th and goal, as that's going to help Kennesaw seal their first ever state championship win in school history, 46-40 over the Knights.
This is so exciting for our team, for our community. Our fans were awesome. Just so proud of the way the guys kept fighting tonight. You know, we got down after we took a good lead, and there was no quit, and these guys just kept coming after it.
The 4th down play where we didn't quite get it there in the third quarter, that was kind of the turning point a little bit. But the way both offenses were going, I thought we needed to go for it to try and keep the ball, because both teams were having trouble stopping each other there after the first quarter.
In D1, Cross County playing in their first ever state title game, going against undefeated Howells-Dodge. The Cougars in position to strike first, but Blake Sindelair makes an aggressive play to force a fumble before the handoff, giving possession to the Jaguars. They'd capitalize on the turnover at the start of the second. Levi Bellina with space down the sideline. He's going to stay inside that ticker tape, 44 yards all the way, going the distance. Howells-Dodge on top, 8-0 early. The Jaguars, they had 2 more scores before the break. Lance Brester powering through the middle as HD was up 20-0 at the half. The Jaguars now coming up with a big play on special teams. It's a blocked punt at the start of the third, and it's Bellina. He's returning it deep into Cougar territory to set up the Jags once more. The tailback, he's going to get rewarded with a pitch play, spitting into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown on the afternoon, and they are just rolling in the battle of the Cats. Cross County, though, they're turning to the passing game to get something going. Shaden Lundstrom lets it fly to Hayden Hill, the 55-yard gain as the Cougars, they are on the move, and in the red zone now, it's Lundstrom dropping back once more, going to find Isaac Dickey, who's going to catch it, muscle his way in from 13 yards out for the touchdown. Cross County, though, still down by 20 at this point, 26-6. As for the Jags, ultimately too much to handle. They'd end up running the Philly special for their final touchdown of the game as the Cougars' historic season comes to a close in a 42-12 decision.
When I got here 5 years ago, we went 1-8 in C2 and was losing by 50, 60, 70 points a night. And then we got these guys, and they've been starting most of them since day one as freshmen. And we went 4-5 and lost to Howells-Dodge, and then they just kept getting better and better in their leadership and who they are on the field, in the locker room, off the field, all of it. We owe them the world. The underclassmen had a great group to look up to, and we're looking to build off it now going into the future.